I wanted to become a surrogate because ever since I had my daughter, I realized what it meant to have a child, and be able to give that to somebody else was, amazing thing. I could never live without my daughter, and feeling that and having that, inside myself made me realize that there are so many couples out there that just want the same thing, no matter who they are or where they're from.
So my intention on deciding to become a surrogate, a lot of it has to do with the fact that my firstborn, I had him when I was 22, and I gave him up for open adoption. So I've been a part of the process of helping a family become fulfilled in that way before. And this is, I guess, just another way that I wanted to help families be created. And it's a wonderful feeling to be able to know that you can give someone the kind of family lifestyle like we have at home.
I have a kid, and I wanted to give somebody that joy, like to have a kid like I had. And sorry, but that's kind of what motivated me, like to be able to give that happiness to somebody else that I have, because like I said, it can make or break you, and I don't know, I think everybody deserves to have that happiness.
Well, I wanted to become a surrogate because I want to help people, and I guess that's probably why I work in healthcare. But I would say the feeling got really strong once I started working for a company, and I met somebody who had fertility problems, and it turns out that surrogacy is probably going to be the only way that they could have a child. And so this was probably 8 years ago, and ever since then it's been really heavy on my heart, and that's why.
So the conversation with my husband when I decided I wanted to be a surrogate, he was really supportive from the very beginning, but that's just kind of my husband. I think at first it was just an idea, and kind of a crazy idea, because I really had no real information on surrogacy. So I just kind of told him playfully about it, and at that point, he kind of laughed and said, sure, if that's what you want to do. But then over time, we watched a documentary on it, and then began to actually look, more in depth about surrogacy. And my husband was completely on board. In fact, he's made, just the same lifelong friends as I have throughout this process with our intended parents.
My husband knows me very well, so when I told him that I wanted to be a surrogate, he laughed and said, of course you do. He knew that I was looking into it. He knew that I was looking, I was interested, I was intrigued, I was reading through things, I was feeding him little bits of information about it. And once I said, yeah, I think I want to do this, he's like, yeah, I know. As soon as you mentioned it, I knew you were going to do it.
My family is actually responsible for me becoming a surrogate. I really liked being pregnant with my son, and they suggested that I help, somebody. And so my family was really supportive, since they kind of helped me get into it. But my friends as well, I think they're all really supportive because they had never experienced anything like that or met anybody that's ever been a surrogate. So I think it was a learning experience for everybody. So it just made it interesting, and everybody supported it. Like, they wanted to be just as involved as I was, and so that was really cool.
And after, I would say, a few months of talking with my husband about it and doing our own research and kind of reaching out to people and getting their thoughts and opinions on it, it made the decision even easier, because the support system went from just being my family and my husband to being my friends, to being my coworkers, and everybody who was really willing to hear my story just seemed to be incredibly supportive.
I feel that Northwest Surrogacy Center helped and supported me and the attended parents by always being available for communication. I felt like there was a lot of communication. I felt like if I had any kind of question or concern or what have you, I could call someone or I could email someone. I can get a good response quickly in order to feel safe and secure in this. I also feel like there were a lot of safety measures put up, so not only through the entire screening process, making sure that we were a good fit, making sure that I was a good fit for this process, as well as a good fit with the intended parents was really important, because it is a relationship, and I'm grateful that that has helped to be facilitated by Northwest Surrogacy Center.
And I chose you guys because you were so kind and so amazing and so helpful, answering every question I had or doubt or need.
Northwest Surrogacy Center was amazing throughout this entire process. I owe a lot to my coordinator, Carla. She's been so great, always there to answer any questions that I have, and really I think just making you feel respected, cared for, if you need something or you're not unsure of something or you really just need something worked out for you, they are always there to do it, and you didn't really have to spend too much time yourself stressing over things as far as the whole process went.
Northwest Surrogacy Center has been so instrumental in this process from start to finish. Everything seemed so seamless. I never felt like there was any questions left unanswered, and I felt like everybody was so transparent and so honest and just so caring. Like, this company cares about their people, about their intended parents, about the surrogates, about the babies. They care, and you can feel that from the moment you walk in.